truth of what really happened to Yachiro was revealed at the tea party. It turned out to be much ado about nothing. The suspicion about me was cleared up with revelation of the truth. Thanks to everyone, but mainly Ichigo, spreading the word up to the upperclassmen. Everyone knew about it by lunchtime. After dinner, the upperclassmen who doubted the most came and apologised. Sister Dahlia even talked to the faculty for me. All of this, every bit of it, it's thanks to Suoh-san. Suoh-san, I whisper her name again once in my heart. She... I see her and Rika floating in the darkness outside the window, and I remember their story. After the curtain came down on the tea party, I followed my Amitiė partners who had quietly slipped away and watched the two of them as they headed down the path towards the dorms. I was so happy that suspicions had been lifted, that they worked so hard for me when I was about to call out to them. But something heartbreaking was about to happen. That's all I knew. It was plain to see from the expression on their faces. Something just Suoh-san. Muttering the sound of my footsteps, I drew close to my Amitiė partner, whose voice was difficult to hear and whose expression suggested she was holding back pain. Oh well. I heard Suoh whisper as she smiled sadly. I myself can't accept my own scars. She's in the same circumstances. It was selfish of me to push for a relationship. It's natural. I deceived you. There's no need for you to feel bad. Yes, it's what I thought. I'm sorry. A breakup. It's fine. I was going to suggest breaking up too. I was confused by these unexpected words. I'm the one who forced you. The one who wanted you. But after last night's confession, I couldn't say I accepted you right away. Even though you were able to say it to Mayuri. The relationship was forced? What did you mean by that? I was in confusion. Wasn't it what I both wanted? It's in the past, Suoh said, and Rika whispered. Right. She looked down, silence fell between them, but when she looked up, her expression was cheerful. Hey. We'll be able to go back to just being friends? Of course we will, Rika-san. Suoh said that with a teary smile. I don't really understand everything the two of them were saying. But I did understand that Rika and Suoh had broken up. When I realised they'd broken up, the sense of loss I felt was beaten by a feeling of joy. What was that feeling of joy, and who was it for? Was it for Rika, who reminded me of that person? Or could it have been for Suoh-san? Thinking about it now, she helped me not just today, but so many times before. That time during orienteering. She was the wits to come find me with my sprained leg. When I was under suspicion, she never abandoned me. I thought it was because we were Amitiė partners. She practiced ballet together with me, even though I was terrible at it. She worked through everything with me. Every time. When I think of Suoh, I know her ephemeral smile. It's different from how I feel towards Rika, and different from how I felt towards her. This feeling I feel towards Suoh must be... As the cold night air sweeps in through a window, I see myself reflected blurrily in the condensation of a window pane. The face reflected in my window. I can't believe I'm only just realising my feelings now. I smiled faintly, my childlike, vulnerable face exposed in the window's reflection. I decided to put an end to this for now and head off slowly to my room. The room is dark and silent as a tomb. All I can hear is the strangely loud ticking of a second hand. No. It's just because I'm scared. Ritual about to perform is before me. Rika. There she is, hugging a pillow and breathing quietly. First time I met Rika was the opening ceremony in the cathedral. I thought it was a miracle. As though a person I wanted but never have appeared before me in different form. Then another miracle, we became Amitiė partners and we got to know each other. I was the only one thinking that way. I just shifted my mistaken love, my terrible lust and jealousy onto her. I made a substitution. I replaced that person with Rika. I knew that, but I thought I was falling for a girl who reminded me of her. But with last night's confession, it became clear to me that I'd just been turning my ego towards her. I'm sorry. Rika accepted the confession and stepped back. It's only natural. It'd be wrong to think of it as a betrayal. That's why I needed to end this now. Thank you and goodbye. My heart is filled with pain and strife, and I feel something warm fall from my closed eyelid. Her cheek, which I touched for the first time, is terribly cold. I get a feeling that a tick in my second hand is telling me that where one story ends, another begins. There's something in this world called transience. An atmosphere is allowed at only that place at that time. World of business, from its morning mutes to after work drinks. Such transience must certainly exist there. It also exists here in the Academy's Amitiė system. Yet for same-sex relationships, we are blessed with this climate. The transience that occurs when isolated from society. In the end, are ones using the system the people? Or is it the Academy itself? I know in the end of spring, in all things, I know this is transience. Chapter 8. Something bigger than love. It's perfect. Vika, who's been watching a performance, says once the sound of reverberating through the cathedral fades. So at least the compliment is up to scratch. The way you said that makes it sound like your singing isn't good enough, Mayuri-san. Don't put pressure on me. We're starting to develop an ear for music. That's good, she says. They smile at each other. I'm genuinely glad my Amitiė partners have gone back to being friends. We are to go profession. We had to separate for a while, but I broke things off with Rika and our relationship got a fresh start. And it's back to how it was before. No, now we're even closer. Rika-san interacts with us as though we're the most natural things in the world. Though she now knows the stars are bare. And about Mayuri's past, her attitude towards us is unchanged, and we're all even closer than before. And not enough words to express my gratitude. I'm in a free season in 3 days. You're going to be strict on you, right, Suoh-san? Yes. I ended up really understanding. Mayuri smiles and says I'm terrible. My stomach grows heavy at the late realisation of a thesis in 3 days. Our preparations for club events are done. We're also finishing putting together a class Bible exhibition that would cause so much fuss. If I concentrate hard and put everything into playing as a compliment, I can do it, but That's enough chatting. Let's take it from the top. My throat's getting coarse, and I'll be pointless if I push myself too hard now and doing my voice before the actual performance. I haven't practiced that much. Talk to me once again once you've tried as hard as Suoh-san has. Mayuri scratches her head as if to say, Rika's put her in place. Alright, let's take a break. Says Kamikado, who's been instructing your club members in a gentle voice. Suoh-san, you should rest your fingers as well. We don't want you overdoing it. She comes over to me, sitting at the piano, and lays a soft hand on my shoulder. My cheeks grow hotter for a faint scent of orchids. I do appreciate your concern for me. There's no need to stand on ceremony. You are a member of a choir, of course, I'm concerned. Yes, I answer. She squeezes my shoulder. Tomorrow is rehearsal. Practice in moderation. My heart grows even heavy at the word rehearsal. With a feast and 3 days away, we decided to do a practice run with first year students who have a free time as the audience. It'd be a lie to say I wasn't nervous. Although I'm much less shy compared to before when it comes to being in front of the audience. Just thinking of playing a piano in front of my peers makes my blood grow cold. Yes, I know, but at a feast I'll be playing in front of an even larger audience, won't I? Are you worried about something? No, I'm fine. Right. I've seen how hard you've been practicing. You'll be fine. Yes. Come on, relax your shoulders. She says that with a smile and rubs my tense shoulders. I feel bad that I'm making her my servant, and I'm somehow embarrassed. Is it because the whole choir club and my Amitiė partners are watching? Rika's smiling, Mayuri is glaring at us with a furrowed brow. Can we come to senpai? Yep. Suoh-san's our Amitiė partner, Suoh manager. Manage? Oh, of course. Mayuri's words wash over like water off a duck's back as she continues massaging me. It's pretty easy to figure out, you know. What is? How do I put this? It's kind of embarrassing to think about. It's how I was too. Mayuri cocks her head at Rika. Anyway, you better calm yourself down. Suoh-san isn't going anywhere. Mayuri's cheeks redden and she says she's never... And she says she never said something so childish. It's nice to see what good friends you are, but she won't disappear if anyone's going to disappear. It's me, you, Mayuri-san. What do you mean? I turned to look at her. I cannot let this comment slide. Oh. I thought we talked about this with you before, remember? We were with that girl, Yagaki-san. Yagaki and Kamikado. The three of us are not often together. I think back on it. In the library. You remember? We were talking about one of the 7 mysteries of the Academy. When she says this... Goddess of Truth? I don't think it's Goddess of Truth. I can't remember what that one was. Shapeshifter of the Dorms. Let's go with that one. I remember being in the library at Twilight having a good time talking about the 7 mysteries with Yagaki. Certainly. I think there was one legend in particular we'd taken interest in. Are you talking about the Shapeshifter? Unfortunately, no. Your punishment for being wrong will be a good petting. She gently strokes my head and hair with soft, delicate hands. It feels real good. I find myself unable to speak. Again. Mayuri bristles with anger, but Rika stops her. Look down in embarrassment. Anyway, we should probably... Oh, but your hair is so silky, I can get lost in its blackness. I want to keep playing with it. Thank you. She laughs breezily and removes her hand and holds up her finger, saying, the correct answer is... I feel a bit disappointed when a pleasant feeling on my head disappears. We talked about it before, but there's something common with all seven mysteries. Whether a personal experience is taken away. She smiles at Mayuri, glad that someone other than me is getting involved in the story too. We'll learn more about the story next time. Until then, bye bye.